Have you ever felt like your own mind is just slipping away? Like sitting down to actually focus on a single task has become this impossible uphill battle? Well, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're stepping straight into the architecture of a modern crisis. Look, this isn't about you lacking willpower, not at all. It's about a descent into a highly calculated, massively funded modern distraction machine. Over the next few minutes, we're going to expose exactly how your focus was stolen, who exactly is taking it, and most importantly, why.
Okay, picture this. It's a completely normal Tuesday. You've got a task to do. It's not even a massive, daunting task, right? You tell yourself, I just need to sit down and focus for 5 minutes. That's it. So you open your laptop, the screen glows, you take a deep breath, place your hands on the keyboard, and prepare to just knock the work out. It's this incredibly mundane micro moment that every single one of us experiences every single day. You have the intention, you have the time, but then the trap springs. Step 1, your phone vibrates. Just a tiny, almost imperceptible buzz. Step 2, a message appears. Just a quick text, you think, but right beneath it is a link. Step 3, you click it. A short video plays. It's loud, it's incredibly fast. And then, step 4, a total notification explosion. Emails, tags, breaking news alerts flashing across your screen. In literally seconds, your one single intention spirals into this chaotic cascade of interruptions. And suddenly, you just stop. Your brain is completely exhausted. You haven't even started the actual work you sat down to do, yet you feel entirely drained. It's this visceral, psychological burnout that immediately follows this everyday digital barrage. It's exactly like your mind is physically heating up, totally overloaded by a massive surge of fragmented data. Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to the macro concept behind that everyday burnout, the distraction economy. We're defining this as a modern financial system that profits directly from your lost attention. Giant platforms out there aren't just offering you a fun service, they are literally monetizing your absolute inability to look away. Every single time you lose your train of thought, money is draining from your time straight into their ledgers. Because in this new economy, attention is the single most valuable resource on Earth. I really want to let that sink in. It's not oil, it's not gold, it is your attention. It's the ultimate modern currency. Every single second you spend looking at a screen is being fiercely competed for by trillion-dollar empires. These giant apps are essentially at war with one another, and the battlefield, it's your human consciousness. They need your eyes, they need your mind, and they need it right now. It is a stark, jarring contrast. Think about human nature and the real world. This is what we evolved for, right? Silence, waiting, deep, unbroken focus. But to mine your attention, tech platforms had to engineer an artificial replacement. We're talking constant stimulation, infinite scrolling feeds, and rapid-fire dopamine edits. It is a neon-lit digital world that is fundamentally incompatible with quiet human reality. Which brings us to a rather unsettling question. Why does silence feel so incredibly uncomfortable lately? Think about it. When was the last time you stood in line at a coffee shop or waited for a train and just waited, without immediately pulling out your phone? For most of us, waiting has suddenly become physically painful. The mere absence of input feels like a full-blown emergency. The answer is simple and honestly terrifying because your brain never rests anymore. Modern platforms ensure that the human mind is constantly, endlessly spinning. You are subjected to flashing screens, endless social media feeds, and non-stop visual noise everywhere you look. You are literally never allowed a moment of peace. So when peace finally does arrive, your overstimulated brain just panics. It doesn't know how to idle anymore. We are tracking a terrifying, measurable decline of human focus. In the past, high focus, like reading a book for hours or working totally undisturbed, was just the norm. Today, that focus has fractured into these tiny, segmented moments of fleeting concentration. And the future trajectory is crystal clear. It's getting harder every single year. Make no mistake, this isn't an accident. It's the distraction economy doing exactly what it was designed to do. And you want to know perhaps the scariest reality of all? Most people think this is perfectly normal. Just look around you next time you are out in a public space. Crowds of people, heads bowed, staring blankly into glowing screens. We have simply accepted this constant overstimulation, this massive collective mental fragmentation, as everyday life. We treat it as if it's just the way things are now. So the absolutely crucial point we need to make is this. Humans were never designed for this much stimulation. Your brain is an incredible, beautiful organ, but it is not a machine. It simply wasn't built to process the infinite streams of data that modern technology forces upon it every single waking hour of the day.
Now, if our biology isn't changing, the technology absolutely must be. Welcome to the weaponization phase. How is the machine studying you? Because make no mistake, you are not just a passive consumer in this exchange. Massive artificial intelligence systems and algorithms are actively watching you right back.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how they do it. The algorithm builds a highly specific psychological profile on you. It scans your emotions, it maps exactly what distracts you just to break your concentration, it tracks what keeps you locked in an endless recommendation loop, and it meticulously measures every single microsecond to keep you online. It is actively profiling your specific psychological weaknesses to build a digital cage perfectly tailored for you.
So why? Why do they want you so aggressively distracted?
Well, it's not just about ad revenue anymore.
The stakes are way higher. It comes down to one fundamental concept: control. We're looking at a chilling ultimate goal here, a literal path of societal control. Step 1, keep them distracted. A population that cannot focus is a population that cannot think deeply. Step 2, make them easy to sell to. When your attention is totally fragmented, your impulse control drops off a cliff and the ads attack. Step 3, make them easy to manipulate. Giant corporations and algorithms sit above a society of overloaded, easily influenced individuals. A distracted society is infinitely easier to manage, to monetize, and to move. I really want you to think about this for a second. For years, you probably thought your attention problems were personal, right? You blamed yourself when you couldn't focus, you felt super guilty for scrolling way too long, you thought your exhaustion and your inability to just sit quietly in silence was just a personal failure, a weakness of your own character.
But the reality, the final realization we must pull from all this data, is far darker. You are the victim of a highly calculated trillion-dollar operation. Modern systems are purposefully engineered to keep your brain distracted. Your focus wasn't lost. It was stolen. The giant glowing machines towering over humanity were built by literally the smartest engineers on the planet with one singular objective: to overload your mind and harvest your attention.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this final provocative thought from our sources today. The most powerful systems don't steal your money first. They steal your focus. Because once they have your attention, the rest automatically follows. So next time your phone vibrates, ask yourself, who is really in control of your mind right now?